Imagine you're baking a cake, but instead of flour, eggs, and sugar, you're using proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Intriguing, isn't it? Well, welcome to the fascinating world of the Krebs cycle, a metabolic process that's much like baking. Just like how you transform raw ingredients into a scrumptious cake, your body bakes energy out of food. Yes, the proteins, carbohydrates, and fats you consume are like the flour and eggs in your cake recipe. They go through a series of steps, all meticulously orchestrated, to be transformed into something else entirely. Energy. And where does this culinary magic take place? In the mitochondria, often referred to as the kitchen of our cells. It's here that these raw ingredients are mixed, stirred, and baked, metaphorically speaking, into the energy that fuels our daily activities. So, in the same way that you can't bake a cake without following the recipe step by step, your cells can't produce energy without going through the Krebs cycle. Now that we understand what the Krebs cycle is, it's time to dive into the steps of our recipe. Think of the Krebs cycle as a culinary adventure, and our main ingredient is a molecule called acetyl-CoA. This molecule is like a chef, ready to start cooking and create energy for our bodies. Our first step in this recipe is the introduction of acetyl-CoA into a soup pot of sorts, called the Krebs cycle. Here it meets a 4-carbon molecule and they combine to form a 6-carbon compound. This is the beginning of a beautiful culinary dance. Next we start cooking. The 6-carbon compound undergoes a process called oxidation. Now don't let the fancy term scare you. Oxidation is merely the removal of electrons, much like skimming the fat off the top of your soup. This step results in the release of 1 carbon dioxide molecule, leaving us with a 5-carbon compound. Our 5-carbon compound isn't done cooking yet. It goes through another round of oxidation, releasing yet another carbon dioxide molecule and leaving us with a 4-carbon compound. In this process we create some byproducts. 1 ATP, 3 NADH, and 1 FAD2. These are like the spices of our recipe, adding flavor and energy to our bodies. Finally, in a process akin to adding a finishing touch to a dish, our 4-carbon compound gets regenerated. It's ready to start the process all over again with a new acetyl-CoA, like a chef ready to prepare another meal. So, that's the whole process, from the main ingredient to the final product. It might seem complicated, but it's just like following a recipe. Each step has its purpose and contributes to the final result. The Krebs cycle is a constant, ongoing process in our bodies, ticking away like the heart of a well-oiled kitchen. It's a testament to the wonderful complexity and efficiency of life. Every moment, every breath, every heartbeat is powered in part by this remarkable cycle. Now, let's go over what we've learned and highlight the key points. The Krebs cycle, also known as the citric acid cycle, is a crucial piece of the metabolic puzzle. It's a series of chemical reactions occurring within all aerobic organisms. That's the ones that breathe oxygen like us humans. This cycle plays a vital role in cellular respiration, the process that helps us generate energy from the food we eat. It all takes place in the powerhouses of our cells, the mitochondria. But what exactly happens there? Well, the Krebs cycle involves the oxidation of a molecule called acetyl-CoA. This process results in the production of ATP, NADH, and FAD2, the energy-carrying molecules that keep our bodies going. In the end, the Krebs cycle is just like baking a cake. It's all about transforming ingredients into something new and useful. And remember, every step in the recipe is essential for the final result: energy for your body.